are vastly outnumbered mortals. The Forsworn have cut a swath through most of our forces.
So, we're running with a DK tank that is always a little bit stressful. Mass Dispel here early. Last time I ran a Spires, that's what killed us. It's just not dispelling early enough. Actually, no, it was an explosive that killed us. So with DK tanks, something that you have to realize is that their life is in their own hands. I need to set target on... Oh, that cooldown window's clipping them a little bit. That's okay. Been adjusting my UI. Yeah, Death Knight's lives are in their own hands, really. If they have 40 runic power or more, they're fine. They can Death Strike. If they have less than 40 runic power, and they've just taken a big chunk of damage, then you panic. And that's how it goes. So in situations like this where it's fairly stable, a big portion of the healer's job is going to be getting those explosives. Essentially you're healing because you're preventing the biggest damage mechanic that could happen right now. If those are missed, then we're in trouble. Really, between the tank and the rogue, we should be fine. But, you know, you need to be doing it. Everybody needs to be on top of that. So here, I'm just trying to get a couple extra renews out before we go across, so that I can help heal the group up as we're transitioning.
You were the paragon of loyalty, devils.
Plus, anytime I try to spam click to be one of the first ones to go across, I never am, so I might as well just try to be useful. So I don't have any of these cooldowns tracked. True Shot Aura. I should track that, and then he's... Well, seeing as how his name is Outlaw, I'm assuming he's Outlaw. So, we'll go ahead and put it on him. I think their big ability is Killing Spree that Fey Guardians reduces. I'm still learning what gets reduced and what is not, and what's the most useful person to use the cooldown reduction on. Oh, by the way, so I just introed a different video. I forgot to talk about it in this key. I'm Night Fae. There's a buff coming in next patch that's making it look really, really promising. And already in general, just even as it stands right now, it's got a lot of potential. It gives Holy Priests a 10% damage reduction that they otherwise wouldn't have. Because that's a big complaint about Holy, is that they don't have any external damage reduction. And then also it gives a 100% cooldown reduction on somebody for 20 seconds. So that's 20 seconds off of their biggest ability. Really nice for like a fire mage with Combust. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let's do the Outlaw. For PI. Most shots I think got hit by a black ball. We do have a battle res up, so we need to probably use that. Yep, there we go. I am engineer, worst case scenario in case the tank dies, but if the tank dies, I'm probably next. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use the damage reduction portion on the tank. I've got Guardian Spirit up, so casting a long cast flash heal is not bad there. But that was scary. And I've got the cooldown reduction portion on the Rogue. I don't know if my reasoning is good for this, but I'm going to be using PI and Guardian Spirits. Sorry, Fey Guardians. It's a lot of Guardian spells. Oopsies. I'm going to be using that on the Rogue, because they provide more consistent damage, whereas Hunter is mostly based around wild spirits. That's the big reason that they're so good right now. So they're more reliant on their their one Night Fae Covenant ability. Oh, visibility in this dungeon. Trees OP, please nerf. Go ahead and find him here. I know I'm safe in this location to channel, based on where he was facing. Okay, and we'll re-PI the Outlaw here. I haven't apotheosised yet. Let's use it now, because boy, he's getting chunked, and he doesn't have runic power either. There we go. Alright, so on apotheosis I have a little bit of time left. I'm going to try to get a reset up on my other holy word before we before it runs out. There we go. Looks like I've got threat on this ether diver, so I'm going to try to drop it with fade. I can't focus on those explosives now. That's going to have to be the group. Just trying to keep Prayer of Mending bouncing. One big risk with running with a Death Knight tank is accidentally flash healing too much and running yourself out of mana. You can't panic. He's low, but he has Guardian Spirit on him. Something else you want to be careful of with running Holy is you need a weak aura or something to be constantly watching and tracking your holy words. You want to be keeping those on cooldown as much as possible. For Mythics, because it provides a lot of throughput, they're very efficient heals that do a lot, and your whole purpose of your smaller skills is to try to get those holy words off cooldown. And if you can track it early, then you can cast it as soon as it's on instead of wasting an additional cast leading up to it. And then in raids, your big goal is trying to get 2 casts of Holy Word Salvation, which is becoming increasingly difficult because as people get gear and as they learn the fights and stuff like that, the fights are going quick. Yeah, Nick, I'm Night Fae, dude. Meta shift. I just did a portion on it earlier, talking about it. I'm going to be clipping it for YouTube, but it is really, really good. I'll give you the short rundown of it. It gives you 3 different abilities that you can move around, or 3 different effects that you can move around with your abilities. One of them is a 10% damage reduction, which Priest doesn't have an external damage reduction, so that's really big. The second part is a 100% cooldown reduction that you can put on somebody, and it follows your flash heal. So that's 20 seconds off of somebody's biggest ability. So like, imagine a mage's combustion. And then it also puts an effect that regenerates mana. So every attack that you do for 20 seconds on a target regenerates 0.5% of your mana. Not to mention you get to be a really fast fox, so that's always welcome. Yeah, I've already got people fighting me over the cooldown reduction. Paladins want it for their wings. Demon Hunters want it for their metamorphosis. Mages definitely want it for combust. Shadow Priests can use it on themselves for void form. So all you play Shadow, dude, your alt is super good, man. Imagine you get your void form 20 seconds more often. Like that's way more helpful than Venthyr, especially, and I think even Necrolord. So something to consider. That plus the extra mobility that you get, and some really nice soul binds. So here, I just cast it on the rogue, and then I moved the DR portion to the tank with my powered shield, and then I'm going to go ahead and attack one of them with Shadow Word Pain. So for the next 20 seconds, I just can't use, if I want to keep them on the targets, I can't use powered shield, flash heal, or Shadow Word Pain unless I want to use them on those targets. Otherwise, I have to waste a global to move them, which Holy Priest has so many abilities, it's not really a big deal. Guardian Spirit on the Death Knight because he was low and did not have 40 runic power. While he has Guardian Spirit up, I can literally just chill. I can just cast slow heals and stuff like that. There's only 3 here. I don't really need to mass the spell. I will. No, I'm not. We're fine. We're fine. So I'm gonna renew. We'll have the flight time. So let renew do its thing. Let me in.
For eons, we have been told to purify ourselves, to let go.
Nick, you have off school today?
Our identities are lost.
And Night Fey Guardians is already back up, using it on the tank and the rogue. Go ahead and use it on this guy, get in some attacks. Probably gonna need to mass dispel this. No, they let it fall off. Okay, we're good. Really, if we start getting to 4 stacks, that's where I really need to worry about it. This pack coming up here, definitely needs it, because most groups that I've done right after this Prideful, we do a big pull with both groups here. 1 Zoom meeting, nice. I'm off 2. I just need to do some grading later today. So I'm procrastinating on that, but I'll do it later. Alright, here we go. Yep. So I'm going to be dotting as much as I can. The spear, perfect. Very nice. That's a great spear. Okay, and Mass Dispel. Gosh. Got interrupted. Rip. Giving him a chance to res. I was just a little bit too slow on that Mass Dispel. I died and it prevented me from casting. I don't know if it's faster to mount or to Night Fey, but I just want to use it, so. Ah, gotcha. Nice. Well, enjoy the day off, man. That's exciting. It's really snowy here. I don't think it's supposed to snow tonight, but if yesterday was a school day, it definitely would have been a snow day. Oh, am I going to make it? Yeah, they're fine. Alright, so this next pull sucks. They're all low on health. And he's probably not going to wait. So, yep, there it goes. Oh, never mind. That was just a pat. Alright, here we go. Guardian Spirit on the tank because he doesn't have very much runic power. If Guardian Spirit is on a Death Knight, you can literally just leave him alone. Their healing is so crazy. Now that it's expiring, though, I do need to worry about it. Damage reduction on the tank, cooldown reduction on the DPS. Oh, I need that Dispel. Poor teachers. Mass Dispel here. Didn't get it on him, that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of this and Divine Him. Don't know why I clicked that. Divine Him is good early, it's bad late in a Prideful. It's not enough later on. But it is good early because it does decent healing. It's more so of a raid cooldown, not great for Mythic Plus. But it does apply a 10% healing buff, which allows your subsequent prayer circle spam stuff to do really well.
This is where you meet your end.
Okay, putting PI on the Rouge. Guardian Spirit's up in just a second. I'm going to put it on the Rogue and the tank. Keeping up Renew on myself, or whoever the bleed target is, it's usually me. Okay, I'm going to flash heal myself here, because I have to. So I'll take the extra CDR on Divine Him. Okay, now I can move back to the Rogue for whatever it's worth. It doesn't have very much time left. Guardian Spirit on the tank. Okay, I need to zoom out and focus on dodging bullets. Okay, I'm gonna Apotheosis this. There we go. Now's the scary part. If everybody can dodge, we're good. I think they nerfed the dot. So really it's just the dodging the bullets that's the big part now. I'm gonna die here. Yeah. I got 2 flash heals out in the course of 1 tick. So it just isn't enough. It deals more than my flash heal did. If they can just get it down. This is the best shot we have. Hey, Jeff. This is the worst boss in the game. Literally, if they could just focus on dodging, they're fine. Good. Oh, what a boss. If we had failed that, that would have been the key.
Mortal burdens would only impede our sacred duty.
I think, because that boss is so hard, and especially on Tyrannical, and if we weren't able to get it down with Lust and Prideful, that would have been it. I'm trying to think of what I could have done differently there, because it out-damaged the amount that I can do with my flash heal. Like, I got 2 flash heals out, and I died from a tick, so at least that's my understanding. I don't know. I've done it before, so it's probably just got hit by a ball and just kind of got out of control from there. I'm going to use Fey Guardians, so I've got DR on the tank now, 10% DR, and I've got 100% faster cooldown for the Rogue on his, I think it's Killing Spree. I don't play Rogue, so I don't know. And I think for Hunters it reduces their, for Marksmen it reduces their True Shot aura. Okay, and here I'm gonna Mind Soothe. Although everybody can stealth except for me and the Death Knight. Nick and Jeff. Two of my favorite people. Thanks for hanging out, dudes. Can we LOS this explosion? Is that a thing? Oh! Wow. Just pain, man. Cast a spell quick. Do we have a B-res? There we go. Sucks to use that. So what I should have done there is I should have been tucked just a little bit more around the corner so I wouldn't get hit by the spears. They just hurt that much. They like 3-shot me. Boy. Oh. The rogue just took one tick too much there. He got nuked. Okay, I'm gonna have to apotheosis this because I don't have enough to manage. We have 2 hunters for turtles, so that should be plenty. It sucks that we had to use our battle res though. Boy, he's got so much health, and I do not have enough mana to last through this. I'm gonna have to pot. Did he feign death that? I think he did. Nice. So I'm having to just focus on heals here rather than flash heals because I'm so low on mana. Okay, here's recharge anima. I'm just gonna have to stand and heal through this. Okay, I'm gonna Guardian Spirit on the Death Knight to give him a chance to recover a little bit. We'll use a damage reduction or a cooldown reduction on one of the hunters for True Shot. I'll use it on dose ups. Oh, dude. Okay, I've got to just spam flash heal on the tank. He's so low. He's got enough for a strike. Okay, now he doesn't. I've got to try to sneak in a symbol of hope here. Don't really have a choice. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna divine him here. Ooh, nice. Whatever that was. Nice heal. It's getting rough. It's hard to 4 DPS. Guardian Spirit, I'm going to use it on the tank so that I can top him off with just a... Oh, Serenity. Oh, Mo! So out of mana. $50k HP. Let's do it. Wow. Woof. That was rough. It's really rough. Just one tick too much damage on that rogue, and he went down. We didn't have a battle res, and then it all just kind of fell behind from there. So tough. Gonna have to master spell here. Okay, I'll use it now. So one thing to notice with HPS when you're with the Death Knight tank is realize that they're healing themselves for a lot, and they're soaking up a lot of your potential healing that would be going into the tank. So the meters are going to look a lot more even whenever you're with the Death Knight tank, or sometimes the Death Knight, if they're really good, they'll just be ahead of you. If there's not much group damage coming out and it's just mostly tank damage, a lot of times they can be in front, and that's normal. And that's actually fine, because that allows you to focus on not heal sniping, but instead dealing damage, which is what I'm going to do right now. Try to use the Night Fae Wrathful Fairy to get some mana back. It's very healy. It's scary healing Death Knights. But I've got target set on him. If I see him chunk down and he's below 40 runic power, then I'm managing it by popping Guardian Spirit into a Serenity, if I've got it up. You know what I wonder? Do they come out the same direction from the spears every single time? The past three they have. So it looks like they come out in an X shape. So I should be safe-ish right here. Yeah, they come out in an X. I didn't realize that. They come out in an X shape in the same direction every single time. I thought they just came out in random directions from the spears. So you can plan where you need to stand from the spears. I did not know that. So if I stand right here, I should be fine. Let's test if I'm right. Nope, totally wrong. Never mind. Totally wrong. I think once the first one comes out, though, it's always the same direction. Yeah. Okay, so this side looks like it might be in plus signs, so it should come out the side on this one. Yep. Oh, are you serious? I'm not looking good in this one. I'm just keep making mistakes. I'll release. Come back up. Come on, you stupid bird. I'm analyzing where I should stand. I'm like, yeah, it should hit me if I stand right here. Let's watch. Everybody watch. Ugh. At least I know. So it looks like that side of the platform is in an X. This side of the platform is in a plus sign, and I have no clue what the third guy does. Nice, they did the Prideful without me. GG, guys. You know, there's some keys where I wish I didn't advertise my stream. Plug my stream right at the beginning, but it's okay. It's my first key of the day. It's a 15. And it's not been too bad. We should still time it as long as we don't stand outside of the bubble. So I'm going to run over. I'm going to drop this far so it's out of our way. Just need some big heals on him. Abyssal Detonation. We're going to go ahead and use the CDR on the Rouge. 15's our joke. Do it as a Holy Priest, man. And then we'll talk, dude. I'm just joking, Nick. Okay, I'm gonna watch for who grabs that and pull him. There we go. This part is so nice as Holy compared to Disc. There's nothing to attack here, so it's really hard as Disc. I'm just gonna focus on getting some Dispels. Here's a Mass Dispel. There we go. So there you just renew Blanket, you Prayer of Mending, spam Prayer of Mending, bounces every tick of damage, which is really nice. Dude, Holy Pally's awesome. I bet you could, Nick. You got those young neural synapses, big brain. I'm just getting to be an old, washed up 30-year-old. Oop, I ran right into that. Hello. Yeah, it is. It is grand. Oh no! Yay, Night Fae. Yeah, Night Fae is great, especially now with Holy Priest is great. Especially now with Night Fae. I'm so excited that we have a damage reduction, because that was one of the biggest complaints against Holy Priest. Don't you die on me, dude. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and renew Blanket here. Keep Prayer of Mending on cooldown. We'll go ahead and use Fae Guardians on the Rouge for his CDR. This guy's low. I'm just going to go ahead and cleanse him early. Just need to get off a nice Mass Dispel here. Missed one. If that explosive goes out, we're dead. I'm going to go ahead and Guardian Spirit on the tank because I need to focus on the rest of the group. Power Infuse on the Rouge. Is anybody not going to make it? Tank. I can't really remove it from the tank because then they've got to move the whole group. There we go. GG. Timed it. A little rough, but we did it. Crit main stat. I don't need that for anything.